Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Insider TV. It is our opening commentaries. It is Monday, April the 2nd. This is Brian Hoops, President with Midwest Market Solutions. I want to thank you for taking the time to look at the markets with us as we discuss overnight trends, headlines, and what we can expect today. If you're joining us here as a free trial, this is updated twice a day. We do it every morning and every evening. We look at market headlines as well as some chart patterns that you need to know for the grain and livestock markets. We clear our trades through RJ O'Brien, and we have office locations all across the Midwest, Missouri, two in Iowa, South Dakota, Nebraska, two in Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, as well as Illinois. All right, let's look at the headlines here this morning. Weekly crop progress conditions report expected to be released this afternoon. This will be key as we'll get planting progress for southern corn states such as Texas, Louisiana. We'll get some cotton progress as well, and the winter wheat conditions will be closely watched. Now, they will be the first time that NASS has updated the winter wheat conditions since wheat went into dormancy at the end of November. And we expect to see very slow spring wheat planting progress in the next several reports as cold temperatures and snow will limit any activity. So we'll keep you updated on what's being addressed. The announcements will be out at 3 o'clock Central Time. We'll have updates on Twitter and our text service. No private export sale announcements to speak of this morning. The market right now is focused on lower than expected corn and soybean acres for 2018. Our quarterly stocks numbers were record large, and they are largely ignored by the trade as we shot higher on Thursday, and we were higher again in the overnight trade. Our Thursday afternoon Market Insider TV, our closing comments, we talked about how the old crop soybeans have not made new highs while new crops have done that. So market's clearly focused on the new crop and what direction that's going to give us, and maybe some of this old talk about old crop stocks and South American weather and supplies out of South America has already been fully digested. Forecasts call for cold, wet spring conditions for the spring wheat belt. Most of the corn belt is going to be very slow going. It's April 2nd. I know a lot of producers want to get scratching the fields across the upper Midwest in the next week or two. It's going to be slow going as it's cold. That will not allow fields to dry out, and spring wheat's going to be very slow going into the ground. Cash cattle, let's talk about that. It's going to be lower again this week. In fact, we're already hearing calls this morning of cash sharply lower compared to a week ago. There is some feedlots wanting to make forward sales into the early parts of April and mid-April as they look at what the futures are anticipating. We're looking at sharply lower cash prices. Now, there's a big disparity between the futures and where the cash is going to be, and right now it looks like cash is falling to meet the futures. Now, that will be bullish longer term as it keeps the feedlots current and keeps supplies off the market, but it's going to be painful here for the next several weeks until those cash and the futures align themselves. Finally, on Thursday afternoon was the quarterly hog and pig report. It came in very close to expectations, 103%, all hogs and pigs. Now that's significant as it's a record large amount, and it's going to keep a lot of supply on the market. One thing that we have not done a good job of is keeping our hog weights current. We got some really big pigs out there, much larger than last year even. We've got more numbers, so it's a deadly combination, going to keep us under pressure in the summer and the fall months, I think. And we're already hugely discounted with that April hog contract, well below where the summer contracts are, and that may point a bullseye on some of these hog contracts. So look for some weakness this morning and to be continued through the month of April for hog and pigs. Have a great day, everyone. Good luck, good trading. Contact any of our offices. They'd be glad to talk with you, set up some marketing strategies. This has been Brian Hoops from Midwest Markets. Hope you've enjoyed this and hope you have a great day of trading.